Hey y'all. I hope everybody's with somebody they're at least happy with and can have a giggle with, and I hope you're safe with. That's most important. Okay, guys, have you ever heard of the saying, what's good for the goose is good for the gander? It's a good saying, isn't it? I mean, it's got so many meanings. What's good for the goose should be good for the gander. But I just find it really interesting because with everything that's going on in society, I just find it amazing that how we've got, the whole nation has got to remodify their freedom. Everything they do impacts their daily life, the individual's life. No matter what you do, no matter where you are. And see, the thing is, I can't help but to wonder that we're being told it's mandatory law to wear masks. And what I can see is a lot of people in the nation follow that because they respect that, because they understand that. But you've got people that are above, so they think they are above the law. And they don't wear masks. They couldn't give a damn, quite frankly, darling. And there has been so many outbreaks of people in large gatherings on beaches and whatever else, and the Luna Park event with what happened there, and you've heard no more about that. That's been a real hush-hush. But other events going where people don't give a damn, and now people with another outburst on one of the beaches, I think it was Bondi Beach, with not just 20 or 30, I mean we had at least 100, maybe 200 people, young people there together, close together, no 1.5 distance, no nothing, no mask, no nothing. Once again, to find that these people seem to be getting away with it. They're not being respectful because they don't want to be respectful. And they don't want to respect the laws and the rules and regulations that have been put in place for the whole society. So these people, these rebellers, take it upon themselves to do whatever. And then I find it's really tittered me off to find there's so many people in Australia towing the line, sacrificing, remodifying their whole entire lives, not just once. I mean, it's endless. And then every week they got something looking forward to or not to look forward to, or they've been dictated to. They don't even know when to go on their bloody holidays. And if they do, are they going to be stuck and go in quarantine? You know, all these factors. And you've got these idiots, young idiots, out on beaches partying. And then the police aren't going to make a stand. I seen on the news tonight, which I find appalling, that's why I'm doing this tube, to find what's good for the goose should be for the gander. But it's not. And these people aren't being fined. They're not anything. The police will investigate. Well, what are you going to do about the investigation? I'd like to know. Because if there's not a stand taken and it's nipped in the bud, then why should anybody else in society follow the rules and regulations? Because you've got what's good for the goose is not good for the gander. And people are tired of it. People are tired of towing the line. People are getting restless. They're getting pissed off. And the government doesn't really seem to see how agitated society is getting. And because you've got all these outbreaks of people, whether they're backpackers or young people in Australia or irresponsible idiots, just doing whatever, and they don't give a damn. So whether they've got the contagion, they're sick or not, they're doing whatever they want. And with stabbings now, you know, and you've got security guards, which I'm going to say it again. These security guards that are employed, they're elderly men. And really, are they equipped for everyday people now, the maniacs that you're encountering in life? I don't think so. And these security guards have got no training, they're helpless. So if they're attacked, whether they've been stabbed or in a crowd and they can't control them, what's the use of having security guards? Quote, COVID marshals. It's ridiculous. They're not doing anything. They can't do anything. They're helpless. And the government's not understanding that. So they're doing things for the good of the nation, but contradicting themselves on the other hand, because they allow these people to get away with whatever. They're allowing them to get away with blue bloody murder, really. You know, why innocent people in Australia are trying to do the right thing. They're towing the line, but once again, they're mentally and physically tired of it all. So if you're going to enforce the law for the whole nation, do it for everybody. And that's the rebels. That's the people that are out on beaches, partying, not giving a rat's damn. Society expects you, government, to make an example of these people. And if you don't, then people aren't going to forget it. And come next time when people have got to vote, people have got a long memory. And they're not going to forget what they've been through since 2019. They went through 2020, now it's going on 2021. And things still haven't changed a lot. But one thing has changed. There's a lot of people in society that don't give a damn, won't give a damn. Because, see, once again, you've got COVID marshals. They're nothing. They don't do anything. As I said, a marshal is to uphold the law. And what I can see, and everybody else, it's a joke. The COVID marshals are a joke. Unless you do something to rectify that. Because you've got to enforce a lot more than what you're doing out in society so people get the gift of the gab. You're breaking the law, there's penalty, there's fines, there's even an arrest. And if these people are from overseas, go home. Kick them out of Australia, kick them out of the country. Why? We went to their country and we played up some Aussie. You really think that they'd put up with our shit? I don't think so. So if they are backpackers, send them packing back home and see how much fun they had then. But all the people here that live in Australia that are being irresponsible, you dickheads. Because you don't care. You got no respect. And no respect for the law. And government, you're a joke. Because if you don't nip this in the bud, society's going to take notice. And you're going to have problems. Society's going to throw their hands up. They won't want to wear masks. They won't want to do anything. Because, once again, why should they toe the line when nobody else is? So, to me, what you're doing is wrong. So, and I hope all you Prime Ministers had a lovely holiday and it is also refreshed for 2021, the 21st century, because it seems like to me you've got a lot in your lap and you've got a lot to sort out. And if you don't sort it out, then you're going to create chaos. And as is, all the job payments now for JobSeek and whatever else, they're going to be cut. And you say that there's work out there. Well, people don't see it that way, government. They won't see it that way. And they won't see anything your way because you've got, what's good for the goose is not good for the gander. You've got people out there stabbing people. What? Over masks, enforcing masks in a plaza? What happened to that? What's happened to that? Where's the example of that? What's happened to the example of people, rebellers, a couple of weeks ago? And the health minister was so up in arms about that. What's happened about that? What's happened about these people are breaking the bloody law with these masks? Social distancing and everything else. When the whole of the nation is doing the right thing. Well, government, you've got it on your own hands when people throw their hands up and say, we don't give a damn either, darling. So you think about that. I promote wear masks, sanitise, do the right thing. Do the 1.5 distance, spray your surfaces, do the right thing. But really, I'm starting to think that's a bit of a joke because the government, you've got one rule for one lot and another rule for another lot. What stands for all should stand for all. And make an example out of these people that are breaking the law and get your COVID marshals out there enforcing the law. And I mean really enforcing the law. You see people spit on the street, give them a fine. You see people throwing masks on the street, give them a fine. You see people picking their nose and then wiping it up and down a rail in the trains. I've seen that pretty much. People love to do that sort of thing. Give them a fine. Do things to enforce the law so people know that these COVID marshals are going to mean business. There is going to be, with an action, a consequence, a penalisation. You're penalising the whole entire nation and expecting them to toe the line, but you've got people breaking the law by partying at beaches and whatever else. You're a joke, government, and if you don't nip this in the bud and penalise these people that are doing that and breaking the law, then you're going to suffer in the long run because everybody is tired, physically and mentally. And it's not a very good start to the year, is it? No. I don't think there's a lot of people smiling. I think there's a lot of people worrying about where everything's leading them. So government, think like that. But also think with these lawbreakers, do something. The police can't always intervene, but when the police do intervene, society expects something to be done. To fine these people. To penalise these people. Australia has had to remodify itself in every single thing an Australian does. So what should be good for the goose should be good for the gander. But that's my him-ha niggle, guys. I'm going to say once again, wear your mask. But I'm going to say, I know you guys are getting physically and mentally tired. And I am too. But I don't have the worry of trying to find jobs or a lost job or things like that. So I don't have that worry. But you guys that do have that worry, I feel for you. Because it's an uncertain time in your year, this year, the next year, because you don't know where you're going, and it's uncertain because the government hasn't given any answers and they haven't got any real plan at all. So think about that, government, because Australian people are suffering. Physically and mentally they're tired and they're sick and tired of the government's rot. Good for the goose, good for the gander. Find these people. Penalise these people. Make an example out of them. Not we'll just have an investigation when the police say we'll just have an investigation. Investigation about what? Breaking the law? That's not hard. But anyway, I hope that everybody, you know, oh, what can I say? You're happy? No, well, I don't know. You can try and make yourself happy with little things that happen in life with your family and that sort of thing. Just try and be happy, and hope is a good thing. Try and, you know, just keep that faith within yourself and hope. And, you know, it's not easy. Nothing's easy. But believe in yourself, and as I say all the time, I hope you're with somebody you're happy with. At least you can have a talk to or a bitch with, or just a cup of tea with, something, you know. And also you're happy, you're safe with. You've got to be with somebody you're safe with, always. And remember, people that aren't safe with people and you feel unsafe, please reach out to somebody, talk to them, open up, and look after yourself. For only you can have an Achilles heel. Remember that. Everybody's got an Achilles heel, and it's their self. Remember that. But like, subscribe and comment, and I really hope you enjoyed my tube, because I think it's concerning with all these outbreaks that the government's got with people rebelling and stabbings and whatever else. I dare say it's only get worse. But government, if you don't watch yourself, people are going to throw their hands up and they won't give a damn either, darling. Why should they wear masks when nobody else is? That's the way society will look at it, government. But anyway, and if you got COVID marshals, get real COVID marshals. Somebody that knows what they're doing. Somebody that could handle a crowd. Somebody could handle somebody in the plaza going burqa and pulling out knives before anybody's stabbed. Anyway, until next time, see y'all. See y'all.